Dr. Shannon PT here today on our Amazon Live with our InspiraSpark Summer Favorites. So excited to show you some of our products from our Hativity line and our Little Balance Box line. So first we're going to start off with the Little Balance Box. It is a push toy children's walker that can also be used as a toddler table, so it's a great product, multifunctional in use that you're going to be able to keep around in your home for years. It's more of a lifestyle product versus something that you're only going to have around for a couple of months. So let's talk about some of the unique features of this Little Balance Box and how it can be used as a push toy. The first is you can see that it's designed and it looks differently than anything else on the market. And the reason for that is because it's designed to be more of a tool to help your child develop their balance and walking skills. So we have this flat surface on top, which is great for them to put their hands and forearms wherever they need to feel the most counterbalanced when they're using the Little Balance Box. We have this nice little rim here, which is ergonomically designed. It fits their little fingers in place and helps them to hold on. It also allows for a little bit of a border, so if they want to put any types of toys and stuff on top, it keeps everything in place and keeps it from falling off. We have the nice bamboo frame. Everything is BPA PVC free. The top is polycarbonate, has a cool little drum sound, teaches cause and effect. It's clear so a child can see their feet. It helps with the whole motor learning to see what their whole body is doing as part of those developmental skills. Then as we work our way down, we have the feet. These feet are pure nylon, and what's unique about the feet is there's no wheels. There's actually springs in the feet. So as you can see when I push down on this top surface, the springs are compressing and engaging. Why are the springs important? The springs are important because they help provide stability with the Little Balance Box, and they also help give that additional motor feedback when the springs compress. So that's how the springs operate and the benefits of the design of the balance box with the springs. So again, these are nylon, again PVC and BPA free. Fully safety tested, meets and exceeds all the standards for the US, Canadian, European markets, which is also very important. Then when your child is done using the Little Balance Box as that push toy, they're going to use that as a toddler table because it's the perfect height for a child to be able to sit on the floor. They have a lot of open space here, and then this easy to clean top surface again is perfect height for them to work on maybe fine motor skills, or maybe they're having a snack. They make this tabletop surface, it's the perfect height and very easy for them to clean and use. When you get your Little Balance Box, it actually comes with 4 screws and the screwdriver, so you can put it together in less than 5 minutes. It makes a great, first birthday party or a gift because we give you everything that you need to put it together right on the spot to make it a perfect gift and easy to use. We also have Little Balance Boxes that have this optional piece here. These are the silicone booties, and so they're very soft and pliable, and so you can order these on Amazon either with or without the booties. The booties are a great option if you have a new walker or if you have a faster moving floor that maybe has a high gloss shine and you need a little more traction. The booties are a great option for that. We only have the booties where you put 2 on the feet, because if you put all 4 on, it actually provides too much traction. So the booties, if you do purchase one with the booties, it would only be on the 2 feet to provide some extra traction. We also have here the Little Balance Box. This is the original size, which is our 12-inch version. Online on Amazon in our carousel there, you can also see that we have our taller 14-inch option, and there's a lot of information on there to help you choose which size is the best height for your child based on their development, whether you want to use the actual height of the child or their percent growth tau. And you can always reach out to us if you have any questions about which size is going to be best for your child to use and which one you need to get. So, another question that we get about the Balance Box is, at what age do you start using the Balance Box? So we recommend that it's actually based on developmental skills because your child needs a certain amount of coordination to start using the Balance Box. So the recommended age is around 6 to 7 months when you can start using the Balance Box when a child has good head and trunk control. You can start using the Little Balance Box to help in that supported standing, working on head and trunk control, and of course at this age and stage of development, a child is going to need hands-on assistance to help them use the Balance Box and help work on those gross motor skills and the development. So that's a little bit about the Balance Box. Now we're going to go ahead and show you Hativity, which is our interactive fun headwear for children. And so today we have our sun hat to show you. So very excited, you know, going into the summer, we have our 4th of July collection here, our I Love the USA collection. So before we talk about the patches, I want to show you what makes Hativity so unique and fun for kids to wear. One of the biggest things that I found out as a mom with having my children wear hats is they got very frustrated when the front brim would flop and obstruct their visual field. That's why she was always taking it off, because she was getting very frustrated that she couldn't see. But with Hativity, we have this non-flop brim in the front here, so you can kind of see. It's more of like a baseball cap. So it's going to stay put and it's not going to flop down and block your child's visual field. So that's really important, because they're going to get that protection, but they're not going to get frustrated by having something in their eyes. Then as you come over to the side panel here, it has more of that flexible brim, so that way you can kind of bend it and mold it a little bit more for that extra sun protection. Our brims are 3.25 inches plus. Why is that important? Because that is the recommended, that you at least have that much of a circumference on the brim for that maximum sun protection. So that is something to keep in mind when you're optimizing or choosing a hat that's going to provide the best sun protection for your child. The material that we use is also very important. It's UPF 50 nylon. And so that means that the nylon is actually woven in a tight enough weave like this with the cross fibers, that's where you're actually getting the UPF 50 rating from. So no matter how many times you get it wet and dry, it's still going to maintain that integrity, because the UPF 50 is coming from that physical barrier of how the nylon is woven in our hats. Versus something that's chemically treated, it's going to break down over time, but not with our material. That UPF 50 in the nylon, it's going to stay put and continue to provide your child that sun protection. Some other features of the hat are this soft elastic inner band here. So this is great because this kind of has replaced that strap underneath the neck, which can be very irritating for a child and can also, cause any other type of difficulties for them. We replaced that with this soft elastic band here. So it's kind of what we call our comfort fit. It's going to fit on snug and provide even a little compression. If your child likes that feeling of kind of that tightness with the hats, it's going to give them that, but also stay put and very comfortable for them to wear. So now let's get into the fun part, talking about the patches. So we design these patches all in-house. We do little focus groups with kids and stuff like that, because it really helps us give us feedback of what kids like, what's exciting for them, what's entertaining for them. And so that's what goes into designing these patches. So not only are the patches designed by the kids, but we also talk to kids about the different textures and stuff like that that they like. And so these patches have different textures to them. So I'm going to show you some of the different ones we have right now. So this is kind of an embroidery one, and then the back yellow here, that's a cloth material. So that one gives kind of nice little rough textured feel there. We have on our heart here, this is a vegan leather, so nice and soft and smooth. On our bald eagle here, we have added a Chanel material, so that gives it that nice little white fluffy soft material. And then we have something like here where we have all the different states, where we have a multitude of different textures. And then we have our kids patch there. Again, that's embroidery and cloth. And then our last patch in the collection is our flag, and with that one we do something called dye sublimation. So lots of different textures and techniques that go into making our patches to give the children also that sensory feeling and tactile when they're using the patches. The patches are made of a industrial strength Velcro, so they're going to stay put really well there in this space. Now, what makes it really fun for a child to use Hativity, and the way I often introduce Hativity, is to make it a game, make it fun for a child. Because I always hear from parents that, oh, that's such a cute hat, but my child hates hats and will never wear hats. But we need to make a game of it. And especially if they had a bad experience with one of those hats before where it was flopping in their face, of course that's probably what they remember, and that's probably why they don't want to wear a hat. But Hativity is different, and so we just need to teach a child that and give them a little bit more of an opportunity to transition to using it. So what I like to do is just to start off by using the patches and using them as a game, for example. Maybe you take something like this one with the American Eagle and you can say, well, hey, how do we act out, an eagle? What sound do they make, or what movements do they make? And so a kid can flap their arms back and forth, and that's a great example where you're using it as more of a game first for your child to interact and engage with. Let them practice, put the patches on and off and play with it from that standpoint. Then you as the parent or caregiver can mirror and show them, hey, this is how you put it on as a hat, and show them that they want to put this patch in the front and oriented to the front, because that's where that non-flap brim is going to be. So you're going to teach and demonstrate to the child how they want to put on the hat. And then you give it to them. So when they're ready and willing, then they're going to put it on themselves. What we don't want to do is try to take our hands and go up over a child's head, because again, especially if they don't like to wear hats, that's very intimidating to them. So just let them play and interact with the hat and put it on when they're comfortable and ready. So those are the ways that we recommend introducing Hativity to a child. And then over here we have our newest collection, which we're really excited about that we're able to get out for this summer, is our Back on the Farm collection. So I'm going to take a second here to just show you those really quickly. We have our cute little pig here, and again, that's in our cloth material. We have our horse, and in that one we did with a nice soft felt belly, super cute. And we have our cow, and again, this is where you can make it fun and exciting. Ask your kid, what sound does a cow make? We're working on those verbal skills, articulations of the vowels and consonants. We have our barn, and then we have our rooster, and then last we have our sheep there with that soft chenille texture like I had told you about on the previous collection. And again, you can see too in this orange hat that non-flap brim that we talked about, which is super important to keep the visual field from obstructing and the brim from falling down in your child's face. Some tidbits not only about the different design features of the InspiraSpark products, but then also what went into the design aspect, why we designed them the way that we did, and probably one of the most important things is being able to give you some feedback there and answers on some of your questions on how do you start using these products with your children. Again, we have all these products up on Amazon. Check out our carousel below of the different products, lots of information there, and you can always reach out to us, send us a message if you have any questions about anything regarding the products, how to use them, and or how to order them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.